The Weeping City of Mhach. Iron Will activated. This is the second 24-man. It has what was the hardest fight in the game for a long time. Okay, so first set of trash, we are going to have gators pop out of the water over here, and then once they're dead, we're going to have some pop out over there. They just pick up, tank them together. Usually it's one tank per, but one tank can technically tank all of them. After he's down, I'm going to run over here while they kill those and prepare to pick up. So, as I said, all three can be tanked by one person. You want to avoid getting hit with the AoEs as best as possible. That guy's down, we've got this. These guys, you don't want to stand in the poison, but you'll probably be standing in the poison. It's just the thing that happens. Oh, it's digesting food stuff. Alright. I get turned around in here, so pay me no mind about the directions. First boss. First boss, first boss, first boss. Arachne? First boss, Arachne Eve. Okay, Gunbreaker's gonna pull. Yeah, before I do the next one, I should probably get my my level 60 skill. Shouldn't take too long. I think I will take care of that after this. Alright, in this fight, people are going to get marked. You're going to be hit with a web shot. These web shots are important for later. Boss is going to dive under and do a 3-tiered attack. Then they're going to burst out of the ground and deal massive damage when they do. Also going to have the glue coming out like that. If you get hit, you need to have somebody run between them. You can get out. I am going to heal them. Alright. So, boss is going to create a web above. We get thrown up. As the tank, your job up here is twofold. You've got to eat the orbs. Don't let the orbs get to the thing. The other thing, you need to destroy the deep earth ether. This also cannot reach the boss. There's also going to be a spider. Kill the spiderling, it creates a hole in the web. Fall down the hole, and it basically lets you deal with the knots that are down there. Implosion is an ability that it uses. Everybody takes damage from it. So underneath what's going on right now is there are ads that are running around, and the ads need to be tanked, but there are basically silk knots that need to be destroyed as well. So as soon as you destroy all the knots, then the web disappears. Boss takes a lot of damage. Okay, somebody's doing it. Alright. Get webbed. Alright, boss is going to come up over there, so you run away from that spot. Right. And now the boss is going to target 3 people with the webs. Again. And I am going to run over here. I'm going to stand on the web because the boss is going to dive underground. Always stack for that symbol. Dark Spike is a tank buster attack. So keep an eye on that. Frond Affearred. Turn away. It is a sight-based fear. You will run around feared for a few seconds if you get hit by it. Dark Spike again. They may not dive. They would have to send out the webs right now. Alright, now the boss dives. You want to be standing on one of these surfaces, because the boss is going to draw you into the middle. And then burst out and deal a lot of damage to anybody that's there. And that, I think, covers everything this boss does. Yay. Finally getting some glamour armor. A hockey boot. So yeah, you just kill those. There are going to be ads that come up from either side. One tank will pick up the ghost. The other should go over and grab side ads, which apparently nobody did. Alright. Moving on. Okay, do you have... They're gonna grab all the boots. Sounds like it's starting to rain again. Real life, not in game. Some hockey ghosts. Kind of want to stack together. And all get burned down. And I will enjoy explaining this next boss. No sarcasm, this next boss takes a lot of explanation. Most of the bosses in here take explanation. If you need a refresher, I should have information in the video text. Don't think any of the trash really needs major explanation. Alright. Forgall. Ancient man sitting on a chair. Sitting on an orb, those were his legs. Alright, so first thing to know about this boss. He will raise the dead. These little pools of green on the ground. You want to gather up all of these enemies, if you can. Avoid the pry range, crippled line of sight, triple line attacks. You want to get those guys dead. You do not want to stand in the green during the first part of this fight. You will get one of two buffs. You'll get gradual zombification or zombification. On these, you want to have somebody standing in each of them. Triple line attack that just went out. If you don't have people standing in all of those, then you are going to take raid-wide damage from each one that is not stood in. Alright, you get the red thing, you need to stack with people that have the red thing above their head, or you get turned into a frog like that person did. We call them the Doritos. The red Dorito over your head means you have to stack with others with the same mark. Okay, we've got the four orbs? We've got the 4 orbs out. They will gradually go off, and all the dead bodies that are in here are going to get summoned to the center, and they are going to be turned into ads. 3 ads are going to spawn. As a tank, I grab one and pull it off to the side. Everybody should be focusing down the succubi. You don't want to stack them on each other. The one over there does have the tail wipe, so it's usually the second one killed. The one I've got is the one that tends to be the last killed. Mortal Ray, look away. Okay, so we got a couple people that are doomed. Here, it doesn't matter what you do. They'll take damage based upon how long those things were alive. Right, Necro Purge. Alright, this time you want to stand in one stack. You see how they overlap? Do not stand in more than one layer of it. Stay standing until you get the partial zombification debuff. Because Megadeth will go out. If you do not have it, you will die instantly. Dark Eruption. Going to be 3 explosions. Yes, 3 explosions. You have to move out of each of them. Evil Mist. Evil Mist went out. Megadeth, go stand near one of the green orbs while Megadeth is being cast. Pay attention to where the green orbs are. You will get the partial zombification, and Megadeth will strip that off of you. Are we going to get to the next? Yo, Hellwind. This is the one you want to pay attention to. As soon as it goes out, everybody's health drops to 0. And usually the tank dies. I have got a Dorito on my head, so I need more Doritos. Dang it, I'm a frog. So I am tanking, but I am a frog. This boss used to be a lot harder, but that is good. We got it. Those were all of the mechanics. I was hoping that we were going to be able to get to the skill that drops everybody's health down to 1. Explaining things. Alright. This little bit of trash. Somebody pull. So, B-tank tanks this guy. Usually like this. The other tanks have to go off and deal with those spots. So they're going to be ads that will spawn over here. They need to be... yeah, they need to be killed. They need to be picked up, tanked, and killed. It's going to happen on both sides. Once they're dead, the shield is going to drop. You need to have somebody back here on this button. You need to have somebody on this button here, and one on this button over here. Because... boss is going to start casting something. The buttons are going to become live. And the only way to survive it is if we have the shield. Which we can only get if all 3 buttons are used. And usually these days he doesn't survive casting the epigraph. Many times if somebody still has a limit break left over from the previous boss, they use it here. That goes off, I run back through, and it's basically rinse repeat until this guy's dead. But as you can see, he goes down really fast. Raining again. This is Ozma. Ozma is a long and arduous fight. So Ozma, there are things to be paying attention to. You will put out debuffs on people. If you get this, you either go to the back of the thing or to the left. You never go to the right, you always go to the left. If you've got somebody that has one and they go to the back and you are marked as well, then you go to the left. Because it's going to summon these singularity fragments. If they land on each other, they deal raid-wide damage, and if you get more than a couple stacked, it can be a wipe. Ozma will change shape. When it goes to the triangle shape, you want to get off the platform, to the right and to the back. When it goes to circle, usually it starts the black hole after the first transition there. We get sucked in. And we have a platform fight. Platform fight, meaning that people have to stand on the platform to make sure that it's open for everybody else. I should mention placement for characters, for players. On the ring for Ozma, A goes to the left, B goes to the center, C goes to the right. Gotta kill all of the ads before you can jump off the edge. Once they're dead, jump down and you fight the Ozma Shade. Now pay attention to the Ozma Shade's casting. Ozma Shade is going to start casting an ability, Assimilation, sight-based, so you turn around, and you turn right back around and start beating the crap out of it again. If you get hit with it, you'll get a stacking debuff that goes up as long as you are looking at Ozma Shade. Once you come out, you will have about 20 seconds to do as much damage to the boss as you can. So, if you're DPS, never stand on the tank. Except in this case. If you are, we're gonna go into cube mode. Cube mode, do not stand on me. Do not stand on the tank. Because there's gonna be a beam that goes out against the Dragoon there. Okay, I told him don't stand on me, and he moved. You will also get debuffs during this section. One will cause damage to you for every action that you take. Another one is a bleeding damage that will gradually stack. We're going to get the second set of meteorites in this phase. So, during this section, you've got these orbs out here, and people need to run into the orbs. They'll deal damage. When the boss casts Holy, you will get knocked back. Okay, Lexi. Okay, Lexi went the right direction. This guy over here did not. It's always back and to the left. Lexi. People are dying. I'm gonna try to get some heals out. If you are not positioned properly, you are going to get knocked off with the Holy, because it does a knockback. Got this going on. I'm going to pop Hallowed Ground. Ozma's almost dead. Ozma is dead. So, everything in that fight, I did not get to go over everything, because there's a lot in that fight. So, if you watch the fight and you don't know everything that's going on, please go down into the info below this and read the fight mechanics. I will try to be as succinct as possible. You can only do so much with 5,000 characters and 4 bosses. What if hair were an enemy? This boss, Calofisteri. I still don't have this minion on my main character, so I'm gonna laugh if I get it on this one. So for Calofisteri, has charging attacks, has hair attacks. Pay attention to the hair. You see the tendrils there? Depending upon the tank, some will like to turn the boss, others rely on the DPS to do what they're supposed to be doing. So, pay attention to the boss. I will try to show you what I'm talking about. Hair extensions. Yep. So you see, that side becomes a claw, so we run over to this side, because that side is going to get a massive damage hit. One technique that you can use if you're tanking this is to turn the boss so that the side that has the claw goes away from the entire raid. You want to avoid standing in those things. Those are traps. They will suck in anybody that's nearby, and they will create that, which needs to be DPS down as fast as you can. I'm glad somebody hit it so I could show it. Extension. Extension does various abilities. Going to get another trap. Alright, in this section you want to destroy the small bijos before you destroy the big bijos, because the small ones charge faster. Some characters will get targeted with a sewing needle attack. Going to chase them, and they're going to continuously take damage, and everybody around them is going to take damage as well. So run away if you get marked with the sewing needle attack. After all that happens, the boss will do a tantrum attack with axes on its hair. Doesn't really do much damage if you get all the bijos down. Summons that on its left side, so we hop to the right. It's always good to be standing near the butt of this boss and paying attention to what it's doing. Here comes Extension again. This time it's going to summon some extensions that will have different shapes. Got an axe. You want to be by the base or far away from it. If it's got a hammer on it, you do not want to be standing next to it. So, boss looks like they're going to be doing depth charge soon. Nope. Another extension. So, this one, look away from the boss, because you will get knocked back, and then you'll get knocked into the air. If you're looking towards the boss when that depth charge is going out now, if you're looking at the boss when it summons the 6 location hammers, then you're going to get drawn into the boss. If you're looking away, you'll get pushed away from the boss. Depth charge, she'll charge in one direction and then do the side attack with the hair. She's going to summon two claws out of the ground. You don't want to be standing in the crossfire of those 2 claws, because they are going to attack and do that. And it will give you a stacking debuff. Now you don't want to be standing too close to the traps that come up either, because you will, you'll get sucked in if you're too close. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV videos, please like, follow, and subscribe. The usual YouTube stuff. To catch me live, check out my Twitch, link in the description. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.